Today I'm going to be reviewing this 18mm moment lens from two different perspectives. The first one is as someone whose phone already has an ultra-wide built in, but you're not happy with it for whatever reason. And the second is as someone whose phone doesn't have an ultra-wide built in and you want to add that ultra-wide field of view. But whatever your reasons for being interested in this lens, at £93, which is £126 after taxes and shipping, this thing needs to deliver on all of its promises. And I'd like to thank viewer Dave once again for sending this little tank, this little beast of a lens to me. Dave, I really hope you're doing well, and I sincerely hope you enjoy the video. So let's start with that ultra-wide field of view. So if you're currently shooting with a phone that doesn't have an ultra-wide built in, then this thing will make a huge difference to you. It's not just a little bit wider than a standard phone lens, it's a lot wider. Easily enough to completely transform your photos and offer you an entirely new perspective. There's no jarring fisheye effect, and distortion in general is so minimal you probably won't even notice it in most cases. But if you've got a phone with an ultra-wide camera already built in, then you probably won't find it as wide. It certainly isn't for me on my iPhone 12 Pro, but because it fits over the wide camera, you should get the benefits of a larger aperture. You see, the built-in ultra-wide cameras on most phones typically have an aperture of between like 2.4, 2.2, something like that. Whereas main wide lenses typically have an aperture of between 1.8 and 1.6. So you should get a shallower depth of field close up, resulting in far more interesting and engaging shots. Letting in more light should also give you a boost in image quality over any built-in ultra-wide camera as well. At least it does for me with my iPhone 12 Pro. Results may vary from device to device, but I found details are much sharper and cleaner. There's a lot less noise, particularly in indoor and low light situations. And while there is a small degradation over the wide lens, this is expected, and overall images are sharp edge to edge with occasional aberration, ghosting and flaring. I found with these moment lenses, what you're paying for isn't this bit, it's this area here, because much cheaper lenses like this Movo 18mm SPL-WA, very catchy name, they give you the same results in the center of the frame. But as you get to the edges, the Movo distorts, it vignettes and flares, whereas the moment remains very consistent right to the edges of the frame. But you can't just buy this little lens by itself. In order to actually attach it to your phone, you need one of these. This is a moment case with Moment's proprietary mount on it, which allows you, in fairness, to quickly, easily and accurately attach moment lenses to your phone. Now, these moment cases, they do look great, they feel great, and they're well made, but of course they come at an additional cost. Brand new, you're looking at between £49 and £59, but used, well, these 12 Pro cases don't come up used very often, but different makes and models do, and whether you buy from Moment themselves, refurbished or used, or on eBay, you can save yourself a lot of money. So is the Moment 18mm ultra-wide lens worth £93 plus any taxes and shipping and the additional cost of the case? Well, for me as an iPhone 12 Pro user, it is so much better than the ultra-wide that I get built in. I really like the results. I like how easy it is to attach to my phone. I love how I can get an ultra-wide field of view in BioRAW for my long exposures in even longer, and it's even great for vlogging with as well. But if you've not got a phone with an ultra-wide lens built in, let's say you're rocking an iPhone XR, for example, and you've been looking at upgrading specifically because you want an ultra-wide field of view, then seriously consider saving your money and getting one of these instead. But you don't have to buy it new. I wouldn't, to be honest. I don't think these are worth the asking price for a new version. Just like I mentioned with the Moment 58mm telephoto, head over to eBay and get yourself a really good copy of one of these lenses for half the price. These things do not hold their value well at all. They depreciate really fast, so you should be able to find yourself a really good deal, like especially as phones are coming out, newer phones are coming out year after year, and You know, Apple have just announced their September event, which will probably feature the new iPhone 13 or whatever it's going to be called. And that range of phones will probably have new ultra-wides in with better, bigger apertures, better image quality, which will further drive down the prices of these things. Speaking of buying tech at this time of year, yes, it's Techtober, which is the time when everyone on YouTube, people like me anyway, are going to be bombarding you with iPhone 13 and new this and new that, and just try not to get caught up in the hype of like the next few months. Just chill, you know, because once those embargoes lift, you just get rushed off your feet with all these tech videos. But you know, if you want an opinion that's not like overhyped, you know, like it's BS free, it's very steady, it's very calm like this, then, you know, you can come back to me if you like. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, if I've earned a like, a comment, or a subscription, or a membership join today, then great, membership friend. But if I've not, then that's cool, I suppose. I don't mind. Maybe next time. Bekarund. And while there is a small degradation so I thought degradation was going to be the hard word to say, but it turns out over will be the hard word to say. Okay.